Hey there. I am going to get some messages for us, for our highest and greatest good, okay? You are surrounded in divine white light, and so it is. All right, what do we got here? This is a collective reading. I'll only take what resonates and leave the rest. First card out is Earth Star Activation. All right, this is heavy Isis energy. This is anchoring in this beautiful, beautiful light energy and grounding it, okay? So many of us are here to ground the light energy, okay? This is also like activating a Merkaba. Okay, what do we have here? So we have Hathor light codes. So, I mean, as far as I can recall, I believe like the Schumann resonance is off the charts today. I believe we're receiving like a G5 or something, quite a bit. It's definitely something that potentially could like create some sort of like power recall. It is something that's going to create some sort of like full system upgrade, as well as like there's this like huge light immersion, okay? I'm also getting, there are things that are aligning at this time, including the stars. I'm also, many of us could be remembering home at this time and really wanting to connect with some soul family. Some of you may be connecting with soul family. There is this Akashic Records being represented here. This is like clearing out the old stories, the old patterns, the old cycles, the old relationships, people, places, and things. This is also like releasing things from past lives that maybe were to be resolved in this lifetime. So it's also clearing that out. And also that there is freedom as a result of this process. Next, I do have the Sword of Light. So this is really talking about divine protection, as well as cords being cut and severed, as well as like breakthrough energy. Okay, so the experiences that we're having at this time collectively are as a result of things going on a very bigger scale, okay? It's not just your own personal lives, it's galactic, okay? So it's, of course, you're gonna feel it in your current reality, right? Your own personal reality. This is kind of like the big view playing out. There is this like advice to embrace sensitivity, embrace your uniqueness, as well as living with grace. Okay, there is this purpose playing out here galactically, and it's for the purpose of the gateway activation of Gaia, Mother Gaia. All right, so as a spirit, there's this transmission happening, there's this upgrade happening, there is this earth intelligence playing out, as well as learning experiences. We do have a lot of help from other galaxies, like the Palladians and Lemurians and Arcturians and Atlanteans, and there's so many, I probably can't even label them all. I feel like there is this effort to anchor in the light and love, okay? This inner discovery, this inner healing, this releasing of karmic energy so that it can come back to the light. There's this whole process playing out here. The angels want their presence known, okay, with the seraphim gateway. So this is like voice activations and angelic attunements and divine support while all of this is playing out, okay? Yeah, and I was picking up like the solar flash, the light codes, like the G5 energy, and then I have the solar flare or the solar light upgrades. That's what I'm talking about here. This is like straight to the like solar plexus as well. So this would be like your inner fire and your willpower to stand up, okay, for yourself and for others and for community, because we're all interconnected and there's a bigger there's a bigger thing playing out here, and it's really like to unite us, okay? So sometimes we experience things in our physical realities for the purpose of healing, release, and this like coming together for a common goal, reason, purpose, and so on. So fascinating right there. Anything else from this deck? No. All right, so I'm going to get some tarot on this. Let Let me do a quick shuffle. Yeah, so today very much could be a day that you feel a bit of anxiety, maybe a lot of like mood swings. You may even feel like bursts of energy. You may have some pain in your sinuses or headache or even in your third eye. The most important thing is to, like, you know, as you feel like these waves come through, is to process them, okay, as well as to like release them and ground them, okay? So you may need to do some inner healing work today to integrate all the energy that is being sent our way, okay? Today and into the next couple of days, you're gonna be feeling this, okay? So just know that. There's nothing to fear with that. Okay. Yeah, it's like you're here to hold the light and ground it, okay? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of momentum here. All right, this Earth Star activation, there's a lot of energy to ground here, okay? I feel like this is also, sometimes when I see this, I think about like a calendar, some sort of messages, some sort of fast movement also. So things are picking up, okay? Things are definitely coming to a head, all right? Towards the right direction, mind you. I feel like if you feel really tied to this energy and this is resonating for you so much, I want you to know that like there is something that's coming in, and I feel like it's confirmation of like you're heading in the right direction, okay? And there very much could be something coming towards you fast. I did also get the King of Wands. And so the King of Wands, this could be you, or this could be someone in your energy. I feel like there could be a King of Wands that might want to extend some sort of communication your way, okay? So this could be someone who, you know, has a similar vision, or this is you taking action towards your vision, towards your purpose. Oftentimes, you know, the King of Wands is someone who's ambitious and motivated, okay? So I feel like there's this energy increase is what I'm picking up on, okay? And this is regarding the Hathor light code. So light immersion, full system upgrade, power recall. I feel like many of us are going to be asked to kind of like stand up for a cause, for a purpose, okay? So it's like stand in your purpose. Okay, I have the Nine of Cups as well. I feel like there is some sort of like soul family. This can also be like things are going to be aligned. So this very much could be like some sort of like the stars are being aligned for a common purpose, okay, is what I'm getting. King of Wands and the Nine of Cups. This also could be you meeting up with soul family for a specific purpose. I feel like there's been a lot of like it's almost like this energy has like been waiting for like ever. It feels like a lifetime. I just heard it feels like a lifetime, or it's been a lifetime, or something like that. Maybe it's been, nines are very significant, so maybe lifetime, life path number 9. You may be like that humanitarian, or you feel strong towards like charitable stuff, humanitarian stuff, like foundations. Like maybe you're feeling some sort of call to rise up. Okay. I feel like you're going to be doing this with soul family. Yeah. What are you rising up? You're rising up against the shadow energy. This is clearing out the old stories and releasing the past lives and being free from any karmic energy, the shadow. High Priestess, Sword of Light. Okay, so you are a wise one. You have divine protection, okay? You are currently breaking through. You have like this breakthrough energy. You have this access to unknown wisdom and knowledge. I feel like you have a purpose here that you are helping to anchor in, okay? I feel like sometimes things are bittersweet. So if you resonate with like a high priest or high priestess energy, or this is you just kind of like, you know, being able to engage in the energy that you're being asked to engage in, okay? So this could be for the sake of healing, divination, messages, so like channels, so those that channel out there. So I feel like this is you tapping in and being able to share divine truth as well. So this would be for my messengers, my earth angels, star seeds. So this would be you, you know, answering the call of the divine, right? And this is, again, you know, using that sort of discernment when it comes to how you manipulate energy, and the fact that you volunteered here with a vow to do it with, you know, some sort of accountability with the sword of light. Okay. You might be someone who has the strong abilities to like help others cut cords, release attachments, maybe even go through some sort of process, emotional process of leaving things that maybe were unfulfilling and helping them to align with their light. It's like leaving the shadow to head to the light. I feel like you may be someone who, you know, is helping others with their abilities. Okay. This card talks about embracing your sensitivity and your uniqueness. I feel like you're able to help people through transitions. I feel like your empathic abilities here were maybe undervalued before, but this is actually your gifts, is your empathic abilities. This is your uniqueness. It's okay for you to live with grace and appreciate all of those bells and whistles that only you have. I do feel there is this leadership role playing out here as the Emperor towards this Gaia gateway activation. I feel like this is a wisdom transmission. And again, like, I feel like this is why this high priest, high priestess energy here is to anchor in this wisdom. Earth intelligence, for the sake of earth intelligence, as well as like learning experiences. I feel like there's a lot of experience to share on a large scale. This sword is very prominent and very big and very powerful. So I feel like it has expansiveness. I do have the next one is Pleiadian activation. So this would be like unity consciousness and Christ consciousness and coming together and having harmony in the heavens towards the sake of resolution and peace. So again, this would be, you know, again, helping those follow. Like, it's like this, I'm seeing also, it's kind of like a lighthouse, like maybe you're a lighthouse in some way. Lighthouse. All right, let me put these back. Okay, you don't want those. All right. Okay, so we have Pleiadian activation, coming together, harmony in the heavens, and resolution. Yeah, we have Seven of Shields. Yeah, this is energies coming together towards a common goal and investing, you know, towards something that is magical. This is, again, like we have multiple helpers from the heavens here on earth to help us with our initiation, as well as our inner discoveries and finding our sacredness and coming towards resolution. There are many parties invested in Earth's ascension and resolution. Regardless of how that is portrayed outwardly, I feel like there is this, this death and rebirth process playing out here. This is the Holy Grail. This is so that there is sacredness and found sacredness. And someone's touching me over here and I can just feel it like radiating all the way up my neck. And it's so great. It's like someone's holding on to my shoulder, like standing next to me. You are always what you seek. Okay. And I feel like it's within you, not outside of you. And I feel like that is also playing out on a very big scale, is that like we're so used to having to, you know, seek outside of ourselves. And this is for us to kind of like disconnect and realize like, hey, no, it's all within you. It's always been within you. And so there's some sort of karmic, not karmic, I want to say there's some sort of like galactic lesson playing out in our physical realities that, you know, it really is, you know, we're not going to be saved by somebody. Like, it's up to us, okay? I feel like there's this, like, message of we're all waiting to be saved. Well, of course, that would be manipulation and control through fear. And the divine is the opposite of that. The divine does not propagate any kind of fear, control, all right? Release the burdens to the divine. Free yourself. This is about freedom. This is also about like angelic attunement, being one with the divine. You're all, you know, we're all connected. This is having hope. This is life force energy. This is vitality. This is happiness, right? Sometimes we do need to go through things for the sake of experience towards something that is worth the joy, that's worth the battle, that's worth the fight. I feel like there will be some sort of success that comes out of all of this. There is divine support as well with all of this. Yeah, I feel like this is things coming full circle for the highest and greatest good of all. Maybe we don't always see everything playing out for the great plan or the divine plan, as you will, but I feel like one thing you can count on is that we have the divine support that we need, okay? Things are coming full circle. This is like we evolve as beings, as well as like the plant kingdom and the animal kingdom. Like there's cycles in evolvement. So does the earth, so does our planet. And this is like, we're all here supporting our planet at this time. And it's not just us humans, it's like, it's happening on creation scale. So anything that's ever been created and is on this planet and having an experience, whatever you want to qualify that to be, it too is going through its own like upgrade, okay? And yeah, that will be uncomfortable for just about anything. So whatever is in alignment with whatever that's being upgraded to, it has to kind of like do a reboot. So if you think about like this on your phone, like certain apps require certain versions of your phone. And if you don't have that version updated on your phone, then you need to go and update your phone. The same kind of thing is happening and playing out in our physical realities. So this represents like our governments, our world community, how we interact and exchange energy amongst each other, what our intentions are when we do that, how we do it is going to change. And so will eventually our intentions, because we're going to be brought back to ourselves, okay? And to go within. And we are what we seek. So I feel like there's going to be this shift in the collective where we're no longer going outside for satisfaction or validation. It's something that we're going to be doing within. And because of that, there's this different vibration that we're all going to be experiencing. And it's one of like peace and hope and harmony and resolution. Okay, I feel like things are going to like almost graduate. There's like this graduation. Yeah, and then I have the Hanged Man. The graduation is very much focused on how we see things outside ourselves as well as how we see things inside ourselves. So it's like seeing things from both sides and having that perspective. And once we gain a different perspective, then, you know, we're able to bring more value to the table because we've gained more experience in the long run. I feel like there is something that is, it's for the purpose of bringing harmony and balance, okay? And this equilibrium energy, temperance. So it's kind of like having balance, right, from a planetary perspective, and then that kind of like cascades to the physical, right? So it's like as above, so below. It's as within, as without as well. So what's going on internally for you, and what are you projecting outwardly for yourself to experience? Sometimes that shows up in people that you interact with and the experiences you have with them. So kind of like take note to see how that might be playing out in your reality. I feel like there is going to be a call to move on from things that no longer serve us. And a lot of this has to do with our mindset. So this is definitely, moving away from the fear mindset towards having more balance, equilibrium when it comes to how things show up and what we align with in our physical realities. Okay, so I feel like there will be a call to kind of like come together for the sake and purpose of others, in whatever way that might present in your physical reality. I think, different timelines, different people, this is collective. So, it's almost like we're all going to experience the option to choose what we align with and what we don't align with. Okay, so this is our human right, is our ability to have our own free will choice. Okay, so the free will choice has always been shopped around and sold. And sometimes you think you're getting something wonderful, but you end up getting a bill of goods that maybe you didn't really understand that you signed up for. So again, like our free will choice and our emotions, are ways in which we can be manipulated. And so it's really important that you're able to have a strong mindset and know, what is your free will choice and what isn't. Make sure you're taking time to understand things before you're deciding on what direction to take. Okay. And helping yourself to release anything that might be an old story, something that, might be, a bit like coping mechanisms and, holding on to pain and suffering and not letting it go, and holding on to grudges and jealousy and envy from a materialistic point of view, the ego and the pride. It's like not letting your pride and ego get the best of you. This is you clearing out those past cycles, the things that maybe generationally your family's repeated over and over again, and then like now you have a choice to kind of like break the cycle. Are you going to break the cycle, or are you going to repeat it? That's a free will choice that I'm talking about. That's an example of one. There is opportunities abound, gifts abound for those who want to take a different direction and make that conscious choice. There is a reward in this conscious choice. There is a new beginning in this conscious choice. Okay, I feel like it's very abundant, right? Here's our Wheel of Fortune. This is, lessons playing out, right, for our highest and greatest good. This is destined. It's like the opportunity to have the fated or the destined experience here through your free will choice, right? Like you've been through enough, right? I feel like this is representing like some sovereignty, some freedom, like you have fought hard to get where you're at. So continue the fight. It's worth it. Okay. I feel like this is that 10 of Wands. Like this is you, again, not giving up, right? You're a worthy warrior. This is like the wounded warrior, the 9 of Wands. So what I'm getting is like, this is worth fighting for. Your freedom, your sovereignty, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, it's worth fighting for. And this is destined, okay? Your destiny is worth fighting for. I do feel like when you make your decisions, there are things that you are going to leave behind. Not everything always pans out the way you want it to, right? There's always going to be challenges ahead. There may even be difficult situations. This is like part of life. This is you understanding that like you got to take the good with the bad sometimes. And some of the things you've overcome have been difficult. I do feel like there's parties here, there's energies here that are experiencing, their side of the perspective, right? That maybe they didn't have in the beginning. And maybe I feel like this is like their turn to learn the lesson is what I'm getting. I feel like there's a flip of the switch. Okay. I feel like there's somebody learning a difficult lesson. All right. Or has learned a difficult lesson. And I feel like sometimes that's the purpose of pain, is to teach us something that we probably wouldn't change about ourselves unless we were forced to. Hi. Sometimes we are afraid and scared and unable to like step outside of ourselves to see where we need growth and development and where our mindset can really hold us back from making progress. And sometimes things come in so that progress and change can happen. And sometimes we're reluctant to make that change. But I feel like typically after we make the change and we go within and we find that inner light, we do feel complete and whole and free, and full of that love, right? We have a lot of divine support. We have a lot of angelic attunement here. Okay, so I feel like there is this, you know, being able to be whole again, right? Like your energy, your love, your life force energy is precious, okay? And so I feel like you holding strong value and empathy and compassion and love, to help others, right? And hold space. I feel like this is also holding space for others who are going through the process, because you've been through the process, right? You've been through the trap of the ego and the mind. So I feel like you've freed yourself and you're in this energy of love. Like the Queen of Cups is someone who exudes love and kindness and very nurturing and empathetic and very spiritually gifted. So I feel like you went from a place of entrapment, right, to freedom. And you're kind of someone who wants to show others how to do it too. You're like, follow me, I'll show you the way. I feel like you're meant to use your experiences to show and help others, okay? I do have the star energy, so this is really talking about someone who, you know, is that healer, someone who, you know, can overpour, right? Can pour out. But I feel like what was learned here is the process of like, it's okay to share your energy with others, but knowing like, you know, the boundaries of that and how to replenish yourself and how to cleanse your energy and how to turn the empathy gift on and off, and how to have balance in the 3D as well as like spiritually. I feel like you're meant to help people in some way, shape, or form. And this can just be you are being represented as someone who feels really deeply. And it can be overwhelming sometimes. So maybe you've got some sort of like sensitivities. They may make you feel like you don't fit in. They may make you feel a bit unique, but that is why that's the gift. You are your gift. Okay. You're a blessing. Okay. And I feel like you finally see that you are this beautiful, glowing energy here. Okay. You are the blessing. You are the gift. Okay. I feel like there's an emphasis on that. So it's kind of like living with grace. Okay. Humility, modesty, sacred energy. I'm getting a lot of sacred energy here. I do have new beginnings. I feel like this is you. This is the sacred energy has very strong faith. Okay. Very, close connection to either like star family, soul family. Like these stars represent like these are all those that support you and love you and that you connect with. I feel like you very much may be able to use that energy and share it with other people via the Queen of Cups. Like here I have, you know, this channeled information for you, or here's some help along the way. Like you may be exploring new places, new dimensions, new realms. I'm getting that this isn't just the physical. I'm getting that you are able to travel to other manifestations. I said manifestations and 3 cards show up. Poof! Abracadabra! Let's see what's bringing in. We have the Moon card. We have the 2 of Cups, and then we have the 7 of Cups. So I feel like what you don't see coming, or there could be something that is on the horizon that you don't see yet with the Moon, or this is just something that you are picking up on because you're spiritual. spiritual, religious, special, unique, sensitive person, watching this video, I feel like there are many things out there to choose from. I feel like there could be a bit of concern about making sure that you align with the right one, or there's some sort of secret admirer is what I'm getting also. So I feel like you could be someone that is seen from afar and you don't always get to see who's on the other side. I feel like this is representing some shadow energy, and certainly the moon is too. So I feel like eventually something will be brought to light is what I'm getting. I feel like there might have been maybe someone is hiding behind something, or there's some sort of secret that might be coming out. I feel like maybe someone's hiding behind a profile, or maybe the profile isn't very illuminated, so it still seems like you couldn't really pinpoint it specifically because the 7 is kind of like a bit of confusion or illusion. I do feel like though when this does come together, I feel like it's some very important partnership here. Some sort of connection here. I feel like this very much could be something that is happening in another manifestation, I guess, like in some sort of other realm or something. I don't know. What are you trying to say here? I feel like you are connecting with somebody on an energetic level. You may not exactly know everything about them yet, but you will soon. Okay, you will soon. So I am getting like, who dis? Who dat? Yeah, I feel like this is, and then I just got the 4 of Wands. This will make you very happy. This is something you're going to celebrate. This very much might be someone who is unique like you. I feel like this is something that is fascinating when it comes to maybe things that you have in common that you've both accomplished in your life. I feel like this is something that you're gonna have common ground, all right, is also what I'm getting. You may connect to certain places or want to visit certain places. Maybe you feel like you've had an experience in certain places before. You may connect with this person about that. This could be past lives as well. But I do feel like the 4 of Wands, it's like celebrating an accomplishment. It's like celebrating like, oh, we made it. I feel like this is also like coming together into union, like formalizing a commitment, a marriage even. I do have Merlin. Okay, let's see. 4 of Wands. Page of Shields. So this would be Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is like a piece of the puzzle. There's some sort of like puzzle playing out here. Remember when we first started with this, I was like, there's some format to this. It's like playing a game. It's like a puzzle. I keep getting puzzle pieces. I feel like this Page of Shields is a puzzle piece to something major, like a major life change here. I feel like something is going to lead to something major, okay? It may start off small, or maybe something you've been working on is in the infancy stage. Maybe it's not quite ready for release. Maybe it's an idea. Maybe there's opportunity for extensive growth here. Whatever that is, like the potential is big. I feel like this energy sees potential in you, maybe even from afar, okay? Maybe there are others that do what you do, but I feel like this energy somehow aligns with you. And they're maybe not exactly sure how, the why, the what, the when, the where. Like there's things that are unknown, but I feel like there is this connection that's undeniable with the 4 of Wands. Even if there's some sort of like difference between the two, I'm not sure what the difference is. It could be location. It could be age. It could be ethnicity. It could be many different things. I don't want to put into anyone's mind another reason to separate us from each other, but I feel like this does represent connection, but also separation at the same time. Yeah, I feel like this energy is, I feel like this pentacle is going to be offered to somebody. I feel like this is something that they have sought counsel from others on, okay? With the King of Pentacles. I feel like this King of Pentacles has someone that they deal with on a regular basis that they very much could be confiding in. And maybe you're going to be hearing, maybe not from this energy directly, but maybe their person that they work with or associate with. That might be somebody. This could be like job related, career related. There could be a new opportunity for some of you coming in. And I feel like you may have to leave something behind as a result. I feel like there's a lot of consideration required here. There's a lot of evaluation of like logistics. I'm getting logistics, like how things play out in your physical reality. So maybe it's a finance thing that you got to think about, or maybe it's like, what would all the expenses be to transition from one situation to another? Like, you know, how would this impact where you live? How would this impact how far you have to drive to this new opportunity? It's like considering all the inputs and outputs, okay? But I do feel like this is a new opportunity here, okay, with the Page and then the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles can be you as a business owner, entrepreneur. Maybe this is you having an idea and you're like, I'm not really sure how to build this out, but maybe I need to kind of like ask people who already do it for advice. And that's like this counsel that I'm kind of seeing in this card. I feel like there's something that you might be working with others on potentially. I do feel like there is something coming towards you. I feel like there's some sort of like emotional offer. I do feel like there is this sweetness, this kindness. Six of Cups. I feel like there's some sort of like, yeah, this is an interesting card sometimes with the Six of Cups. But I feel like this is, you know, maybe someone wanting to, this could be your family. This could be you kind of remembering nice memories of your family. That might be something that might be affected as a result of, you know, this offer here. There might need to be considerations of family and their needs. I feel like, you know, it's kind of like in your hands. You're the one in charge. You're the one responsible for kind of like how things play out in the family dynamic. So being considerate of others' needs, even though this might be something that you've really wanted for yourself, but there's a lot of things to consider here, right? I feel like there's this acknowledgement of that. Yeah, and again, like this is, you know, that collaboration and working with others. I do feel like it's for the sake of change, okay? I feel like it's during change. So it very much could be, again, the first part of this reading was like clearing out old stories and releasing past lives and, you know, doing things better and different, because clearly the foundation of this isn't as a stronghold as we once thought. Maybe there's illusions when it comes to this. I feel like this High Priestess brings clarity to those types of things that might be illusions for people, to kind of like steer them in the right direction. I'm getting like steering energies in the right direction, or in the direction that's best for them. I feel like there's a lot that's going to be happening that is going to require like-minded people to partner up and to work together and collaborate. So you very much may be someone who kind of has that opportunity to kind of collaborate with others to do something different. Maybe something that may have people talking, okay? Maybe this is a bit unexpected, like you're like, you may see bunnies a lot. You may be someone who has like close ties to outdoors and being very close to nature. You might be spending a lot of time in nature. I feel like you do. In fact, I think, you know, you're someone very grounded, stable, secure. You might understand like you do need to be in nature to kind of ground your energy. Okay. I feel like, again, you might receive something from somebody that, you know, may have tried to get one over on you before. But I feel like you know the truth in the situation already. You're not going to believe whatever you receive to be truth or fair or just. I feel like you trust the divine and you trust your discernment, and you're not going to, you know, deal with this kind of energy. I feel like, you know, someone's sword is much bigger than the others, even combined. I feel like this involved many, okay? I feel like this energy involved many to come after you, but you're protected, okay? So whatever they're trying to send your way to impact your stability, your security, your confidence, they will have to deal with this. This is what protects you, which is the Ace of Swords, okay? Yeah, remember how I saw that there was like some sort of offer coming with the Knight of Cups? Here's the Five of Wands. And then here's the Merlin. So here's like what's going on behind the scenes, right? For why you're being protected by the Seven of Swords. So yeah, there's energy behind the scenes here. Chaos, conflict, drama, gossip, opposition, confusion, right? I feel like you see the light on this, okay? This is being exposed. I feel like because it's being exposed, they're all scrambling and having to run. And I feel like someone's trying to run away from some sort of conflict. They're not wanting to be responsible or accountable for this. I feel like they don't like the fact that the light's being shown on, the stuff that they do behind the scenes. I feel like they will be caught. They will be exposed. There's nowhere to run, okay? They're gonna get caught, exposed. There's nowhere to run. Okay, so that's also playing out. That is, you know, again, clearing the old stories and the old timelines and closing out the shadow energy that's very heavy, that is losing, as well as being freed. Like, we're being freed from the shadow energy that has manipulated and controlled humanity for far too long. Okay, so I feel like it's time to kind of like reserve and be very mindful on what you do with your energy and your things. Okay, it's like this transition to move away from the demand of, there very much could be something impacting the finances of humanity and how that has been such an emphasis. I feel like that's going to change from that to something else. I'm getting like Page of Cups energy, getting King of Swords. I feel like there's going to be a transition to be more helpful, more serviceful than trying to benefit for personal gain. I feel like the emphasis of humanity will be a bit more enlightened and guided towards truth, integrity, ethics, love, as well as, you know, maybe I feel like I just connected with, like, there's this saying, bring love into the situation. I feel like there needs to be more, this also could represent like a new leader, someone. I'm getting like Archangel Michael energy. So I do feel like there's some heavy influence here, angelic influence, divine protection and influence here. Okay. Wow. All right. That is very awesome. Let's see. I feel like the influences of the shadow energies are lessening and lessening as people are awakening and using their free will choice to choose love and their light, and to start working towards, you know, integrating, okay, and releasing fear and control. And they're starting to see, like, wow, through real life things that are happening, right? Like, who would have thought that, like, you know, certain things would play out the way that they have? I feel it's awakening us, okay, to our own power and resilience, and the fact that we can, when we work together, create magic, okay? And I feel like that's playing out on a very large scale. So that's amazing. I just want to remind everybody, on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we hold our circle, okay? You're always welcome to join the circle. Please sign up on the website, okay? And it's a Zoom meeting, so we talk about all kinds of stuff. Recently, we've been having sessions where you guys get to read for each other. So you bring your tarot deck and you get to do a reading for someone in the group, which is awesome. And it also helps with practice. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. All right, there is someone who you can trust that's going to be coming into your reality. Okay, this is the Lovers, and this is, you know, the King of Swords. So there's that, and then there's also the protection of your free will choice, because the Lovers represents choices, and this is like universal law playing out. So I feel like there is fallout as a result of all the times where there's been universal laws, okay? There's been this like manipulation of our own free will choice. And the awareness of it, like how important it is, our mindset, like, you know, what we think about, we create. And so we are accountable for what we create. And so you're seeing that play out on a very, very big scale. So just be mindful of how you're doing that in your own reality, because it does affect others. And so that's just my little 2 cents at the end of this reading. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm sending lots of love. See you on the next one.